Dad. Oh, come on, Dad. Dad! Dad! Damn it! Come on! Oh, come on! Come on! God damn it! Wait, damn it! Get up!
Okay guys, GLL back from the video. I'm having a real difficult time with this review. I've not been very well, but you know, this is not an easy game to review because I'm all fucking over the place. I don't know whether I think it's good, whether I think it's bad. Basically, it's fucking, in the extremes, it's fucking horrendous, and in the extremes, it's fucking good. There's no fucking right or wrong answer. The game is fucking shit, and it is fucking amazing at the same time. This is Gears of War 5, and this is modern gaming for you. This is 2019 gaming. This is the hole we're fucking in, because we don't have quality control. Everything's a fucking live service game. What fucking review score do you give it? I don't fucking know. Is the game even fully out? Is this early access? Is this... I don't have a fucking clue, and it really fucking does my fucking head in that I can't actually have just a clear fucking, here's the fucking game, review it, and here's the fucking DLC. None of that. It's fucking, well, we're doing some characters at the end in December, and we're doing some characters here, and we're doing some maps here, and it's all free, and it begs the question, like, if there's no fucking... Basically, I got this game for free. A load of people got it on Game Pass. So, where do you start? Where do you start? The Ultimate Edition, is that fucking retarded for the price? Yeah, but you can get it for free. So, you're all over the place. You're all fucking over the place. Let's just fucking talk about the game itself. And basically, I'm going to go 6 out of 10. For whatever this fucking thing is, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It's not a full release. It's a live service game. So the 6 out of 10, it can move up, it can move down, whatever you think. But right now, 6 out of 10, that's what I'm going with. And that's the bottom line, because Big GLL said so. So, quickly running through the game modes. No spoilers, may do a separate video for spoilers. We'll be talking about the campaign soon. Going to quickly talk about the boot camp. It's wank. It's like the Halo Wars 2 fucking training. It doesn't tell you anything important. It just tells you the bare fucking basics. If you're going to do a boot camp, have it be in depth. Have it be something that's useful. It's literally just the training mode that could have been in the campaign. Why is it on the main menu? It's dumb. Okay, there's the boot camp. Done. Right. Fuck. So, this campaign mode. The first act is pretty decent. Pretty decent. You know, way better than Gears of War 4's opening act for the campaign. Way fucking better. No fucking... Well, there is robots, but they're not fucking robots themselves that are fucking boring to fight. You don't have this boring storyline. The storyline is much fucking more interesting. The opening is much fucking better. There's a lot more fucking going on without ruining the story. So, it's way fucking better. Okay? And then we have a time jump. And then we're sort of in like Act fucking 2 and 3. And Act fucking 2 and 3 are fucking strange. There's some amazing parts in these acts, but the structure confuses me. Why did they pick this structure? Some people are going to love this, the way they've set this out. Some people are going to adore this game. It's going to get 10 out of 10 reviews for some fucking other reason. But honestly, this is not my fucking cup of tea. This is not what I want from a Gears of War game now. Gears of War 4 was plagued with a load of fucking Uncharted set pieces and stuff like this. They haven't really got that in this one. Maybe act fucking 4 or whatever towards the end. Maybe. But this one's more about trying to be a Horizon Zero Dawn or an Assassin's Creed or a God of War or a Ghost Recon Wildlands. Well, obviously, if you've played Uncharted 4 and you've driven around in the desert in the fucking Jeep and shit, they basically ripped that off too. So this is copying Uncharted, but just in a different way, if you want to go there. You have a big-ass fucking map to explore, different little objectives, and you go around and you fulfill all these little objectives. Some are secondary objectives, some are primary objectives. You could even throw in like a Operation Flashpoint for that. You know, you get a big fucking map and you go where you fucking want to until you move on to the next chapter. And then when you click to move to the next chapter, it tells you that you're moving to the next chapter so you don't miss anything. You know, it could be like an RPG almost. You know, Mass Effect Andromeda would be the classic one. That's what it really feels like. You know, that would be the closest, because it's like a snow map and a desert map. Okay, maybe that's a spoiler, I don't know. You can tell that anyway. That's not really a spoiler because you can tell that anyway from the characters they release and stuff. So, anyway, this is it's a weird structure for a Gears game. Okay, you're going around and you're fucking collecting stuff and you're finding weapons and all this kind of jazz. And then you'll go through a door, you'll get a loading point, and then it's kind of a Gears of War level again. And then you'll have like an awesome level, and then it goes back to this kind of methodical overhead map, slow-ass gameplay. I don't think it works. I don't think it works in a Gears of War game. Now, do I like Mass Effect, Wildlands, games like this? Yeah, but I don't play Gears of War to play those games. So I can tolerate this, but it doesn't really work for me. Now, that being said, I think this campaign is better than Gears of War 4's campaign, because the first two acts in that are just trash. They're just straight robot, piece of shit storyline, nonsense trash. This game starts better, starts strong with a good first act, and then it goes into like this sort of weak-sourced, lame, average kind of areas where you go around, and every now and again you'll get an awesome part, and then it's boring again, and an awesome part will happen. It's kind of inconsistent. It's not like wipe out enemies in this area, go to the next area, do something else. You know, it's all very like, well, you just stand in the desert until you fucking do something, nothing's going to happen. And you've got this huge area to explore. Very fucking strange in a Gears of War game. Gears of War is not known for its open world elements, but that's what they're going for here. And that is strange. Okay? And like I say, some people are going to like that, and I'm not necessarily taking points off for that, but I just don't think it works. That's just a personal preference. Act 4 is fucking great. Act 4 is normal Gears of War shit. Big fucking things happening, a bit of a set piece, and all sorts of stuff going on. We may get into that in spoilers, but yeah. So the story itself, that would be huge spoilers to tell you what happens, but we already know that the Locust Queen is Kate's grandmother, so that's not a spoiler. So that story actually plays out pretty interestingly. There's a lot that goes on. Can't really tell you about it because it would be a spoiler, but it plays out pretty interestingly. So it is a worthwhile story. It's not like Gears of War 4 where you're just on a fetch quest to save Marcus and her mother that doesn't really do anything. You're following a snatcher for half the game. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. Much better structure in terms of the plot, right? So the campaign itself is okay. Is it better than Gears of War 1's campaign? No. Gears of War 2? No. Gears of War 3? No. Gears of War Judgment? No. But Gears of War 4, yes, it's better than Gears of War 4's campaign. Good job. And there's parts in this campaign that on their own merits, on segments, are as good as the old Gears of War games. I will give it that. There's segments in this game that are amazing. But you'll have to play the game yourself to figure out what the fuck I'm talking about. So that being said, what else can be said about the campaign? Buggy as hell. Buggy as hell all the time. Buggy all the time. Okay? There's a running theme coming through in this game, and you're going to hear this a lot from me, because I said it 9 million times talking to my brother. The game is bugged. The game is bugged. This is a really buggy release. No messing about. It's hugely buggy. You've got weapons. You get into a fucking vehicle. Somebody loads into a point in co-op and you lose your weapons. you fall through the floor, you get stuck in the floor, the fucking shit just doesn't fucking work. You know, you load a chat point and then it loads you fucking back to a chat point fucking ages ago. Like, you restart chat point and it says you're on a chat point that you were on 20 minutes ago on another act and you're falling through the floor. I've got some footage. Fucking insane. Why is it doing this? Serious bugs, all sorts of bugs. Game crashes sometimes when you die. Doesn't happen often, but if you die and there's a lot of shit going on, sometimes the game just can't cope and fucking locks out, freezes out. This is all campaign problems, you know, and just general sort of bugs. You know, picking up collectibles not registering, achievement problems, buggy shit. Not a clean release. Not a clean release at all. Not even close. And will we expect that from a live service game, though? We're essentially early accessing the game because this is not the full game. This is the problem. This is where we are with gaming 2019. So, what else? The campaign is 3-player. 3-player split screen, 3-player wherever. But it's not fucking 3-player. It's horseshit. Okay? Because one of the players is always Jack, the robot. Jack, the hovering robot, is the 3rd player. Now, I don't know about you, but I know about everybody that I know, and nobody wants to play as a fucking hovering robot in a Gears of War game. Okay? Now, let's say you played 2-player on the first Gears, 2-player on the second Gears, 4-player on the fucking third Gears, 4-player on Judgment, whatever. And then 2-player on Gears 4 because that shit got cut down to 2 again. But this is going back up to 3. No, it hasn't. Like my brother said, Rocky said, it's 2.5. That's what it is. This is 2.5 players. Because you are half a man. You're not a man, you're a fucking robot. It doesn't make sense. Now, from a marketing standpoint, you can hammer home that this is a 3-player campaign. But in reality, it's a 2-player campaign. It's the same as Gears of War 4 and Gears of War 1 and 2. It's a 2-player campaign with a guy that's sort of not really there, like Tails in Sonic fucking the Hedgehog 2 on the Mega Drive. He's there, but he's not really doing anything. It's like Knack on the PlayStation 4. Yes, you can have 2 fucking players, but he doesn't fucking do anything. It's like Fable 2 and 3. Yes, you can have 2 players, but what do they really fucking do? They're just these, like, throwaway fucking add-on players. They don't really impact anything in the game. Okay, now, Jack actually has a shed load of fucking abilities and all this fucking shit. They put hours into this fucking guy. Well, robot. For what? Why not just make it fucking 4-player, like Gears of War 3, with an arcade mode like Gears of War 3, because that was awesome. Gears of War 3 has one of the best fucking 4-player campaigns out there. It's amazing. And Judgment, people hate Judgment, this is way better than this. Way better. How can you argue that? It's a 4-player game versus a 3-player game where one of you has to play as a robot. It's a 4-player fucking game, and it has 2 fucking campaign modes, because you have your fucking normal campaign and you have your Aftermath campaign, which is completely different from the original one because it's set after Gears of War 3. So you get 2 fucking campaigns in Judgment, and they're 4 fucking players with actual fucking cog soldier people you play as, not fucking robots. So people will there's going to be a lot of people, because they did this with Gears 4, that hammer Judgment over retarded shit like that, where it clearly surpasses Gears 4 and 5 in that regard on paper alone, without even playing the fucking game, because it's a fucking 4-player game, and that's a fact. So people need to take their head out of the sand and stop praising something because it's new. I'm hyped for this game. I enjoy this game, but it's still got problems. It's still not where it needs to be. If we want Gears 6 to be better, then we need to highlight our concerns. Who the fuck wants to play as a robot? You make me play against robots in Gears 4, and then you make me play as a robot in Gears 5. Why? What's this obsession with robots the Coalition has? What is that? I don't understand. Now, with that being said, if you're interested in doing the hardest setting, Jack would be the man to play as, because one person can play on easy, one person can play as hard. If you're playing as Jack, you can hover around invisibly and never get killed, which makes it easy to completely cheese the game as Jack. Very easy. And you can even have two people. One person is a person, one person is Jack, and then the other guy in between doing the actual killing. Very easy. Okay. Now, that doesn't mean that it's super easy to get those achievements, because even with that, it's still a hard game. But that's the way to do it if you want to do it quick and get it fucking done. Right? That doesn't mean you don't go back later and play it again and just play it normally. But if you want to get the achievements fast, that's how you would do it. So, I think that's enough said about the campaign. Like I say, better than Gears of War 4. I'm not going to praise the 3-player co-op for the campaign maybe as much. You could argue that, well, it's 3-player split screen. That's never been in a Gears of War game before. God knows how it functions, because I never used it, because I've got 2 fucking Xbox Ones, so I don't need to use 3-player split screen at all. So that's not something I've tested, but it's a nice feature to have, because a lot of people don't have 2 fucking Xboxes, you know? But why do we need to have a robot character? Just boggles the mind, really, what they were thinking there. But we're getting off track. Let's talk about the escape mode. The escape mode's good. It's been a bit buggy like the rest of the game, but honestly, it's a lot of fun. It's something different. Having fun leveling the characters. It's good that you're getting a different escape every week or every other week if they can't fucking do it on time. It's good. You're getting something different every week, different level every week. You're going to be getting a builder that, well, you already have the builder, but they're going to improve the builder so you can put your own maps on there, share them with your friends. This is fucking decent, man. It's fucking decent. I mean, it's got some issues. It takes too long to fucking load into it. Takes too long to load into it, and then load into it twice, because you load the screen and you wait the countdown. It's an ongoing problem with Gears that they have to have these horrendous load times that they make for themselves. They're not even required. They just want them to be that long. I don't understand. Then you have to load back to the menu every time you complete one. You can't restart at the beginning and just continue to play. Let's say I want to play the same map again. Can't do it. Got to go back to the menu, pick the map again, wait for the countdown. Unnecessary loading. Map's already loaded, just restart the enemies. Just hit restart. No, got to go back to menu. Very, very ridiculous. And just while we're on that, if you hit B on this game and you're not the leader, it kicks you out of your squad, but there's no indication of that. It doesn't say you will be removed from squad. So a lot of people are leaving your game or whatever when they want to actually stay in. Big issue. So, escape mode's good. You know, because it's a live service game, we don't know where they're going with the escape mode. We don't know if it's going to get better, if it's going to get worse. They put in an update because there's some bugs, so you could like glitch a map and do stuff and get extra XP, and there's been a lot of stuff going on. It's like an ongoing saga, is the escape, and it's clearly a live service modeled thing. Kind of like, you know, your Spartan Ops in Halo 4 would be a comparison there, where you get levels over time, but this is user created or created by the Coalition, built using the builder. And they're going to add parts to the builder. All the maps that come into it, they use new parts. Those new parts are going to go into the builder. It's an interesting mode. Now, is it the best fucking game mode I've ever played? No, but it's good. It's very good. It's definitely worth looking at. And I'm having a lot of fun trying to beat the harder settings. Some of it's kind of strange because it's kind of different gameplay from the main game, which kind of throws you a little bit, but as you get used to it, then you start to pick up like what you're meant to do and where you're meant to go, and it is a fun game mode. I'm not going to nitpick too much, but there is issues with it, there is bugs, and you know, they need to be ironed out, but it's a live service game, so what can you do? We're 2019, we're fucked. This is the problem. Horde mode, right, okay. I'm leaving versus to last specifically. Horde mode, right. Where do I start? It's about the same as Gears of War 4. It's different, very different. But is it different in the way that we want it to be? I don't know. I don't know that it's better than Gears of War 4 or worse. It's just different. Okay, we have like objectives to take on the map. Does anybody remember generated defense from Firefight and Halo Reach? Some people might, but that's what it's like, because you have to hold these objectives on the map. Now, on easy difficulties, these are not really a thing. They don't really matter at all. But on the higher difficulties, they're going to be important as hell. And this may fucking ruin the higher difficulties. I don't know. I haven't played enough of them yet, but having these objectives on the map that create the energy that you need to buy shit for your base, you know, this could be a problem. They're adding more characters to this. Right now, we've only got one engineer or two engineers if you have the Ultimate Edition. So the engineers have to build all the fucking shit in the base and maintain the guns, defenses, and all that garbage. If you're not playing as an engineer, supposedly you can still do it without one, but I would say on high difficulties that's impossible. Clearly, the leveling system is a lot improved. Same with Escape, and that, you know, if you combine them together, you level up for your character, you get cards for that character when you play as him. It's better. You can use scrap that you get from getting duplicate shit that automatically scraps itself, so you can use that and you gather it, and then you can put that into whatever you want to up your guys. Some of it's retardedly high level shit, like maybe it's 2,500 for one card or something, which makes no fucking sense. So there's shit like that. What needs tweaking, really, or something doing with or looking at, because that is egregious, you know. I'm not a fan of that, but you know, the leveling up system is better than the one in Gears 4. There's no random card packs, no nonsense like that. You play a character, you level that character, you get abilities for that character, and then you keep playing as that character and you get more of those cards for that character. Stands to reason, but it works a lot better. So that, I would say, is better, but not necessarily massively better than Gears of War 4, but better, definitely. But overall, you know, you can't have the heavy turrets anymore as of right now. They're not in the game. You can have sentries and stuff, but maybe less than you used to. I mean, it's a difficult one. Without playing the mode a lot, like I have with Gears of War 4, you're always going to draw the comparisons, but it's not worse, but it's not massively better. It's not as good as Gears of War 3's Horde, as far as I'm concerned. I've always enjoyed the overall mode and Judgment. There's no beast mode on offer here, but you can take control of, if you play as Jack in the Horde, yeah, like anyone's going to do that. You can take control of the fucking Scions and fucking whatever you want to call them, drones or whatever, and shoot at the other drones and shit. So there is kind of a beast mode, like a nod to the beast mode, where you get to play as Jack. You can take control of certain enemies, kind of like that game Mind Jack that no one played. So, you know, there's some interesting stuff going on there. Different characters have different abilities, different fucking skills. Some have got health, some have got damage. You know, it's interesting. They've done enough to make it interesting as to where you want to play it. You know, Gears of War 3 to Gears of War 4, kind of a big downgrade. This from Gears of War 4 will be an upgrade, but compared to Gears of War 3, it's a nothing. Because Gears of War 3 and Judgment have better enemies. There's no head stakes, no drudges, no fucking centipedes, no... Well, there are berserkers. There's no ordinary berserkers, but there's like a Lambent-ish type, new type of Lambent berserker type of enemy. There's no drudges, no gunkers. Helicopter makes a return. no Reavers, no Blood Mounts, no Cyclopses. You know, there's loads of enemies that they can add that are not in the game. This is what I'm saying, you know, and that's just off the top of my head. And there's many more. There's many fucking more that were in Gears 3. Gears 3, like corpses, no corpses. You can go on for ages. There's a shit ton of missing content that compared to a Gears of War 3 in terms of enemy variants. Okay, they've scaled the enemies back from Gears of War 3. Did this in Gears of War 4 as well. Okay, they've added in sires and they've added in a few new enemies, but comparing that shit to Gears of War 4 from Gears of War 3 and Gears of War 5, you know, comparing Gears 5 to Gears 3 or comparing Gears 4 to Gears 5, where does it stand? Gears 5 has slightly more enemies than Gears 4, but Gears 3 has more. So, do you see what I'm saying? Yes, they've improved from Gears of War 4, but they haven't improved to where it's as good as Gears of War 3 in terms of enemy and enemy types and stuff. The bases you couldn't move in Gears of War 3, but you had a base, a set base and stuff. But you know, Gears of War 4 had that revolutionary, or you can put stuff where you want and all the rest of it. Buy shit from the box, put it where you want. Gears of War 5 follows on with that, executes it arguably better in some ways, arguably not so good in other ways, but it's not as good as Gears of War 3 because of enemy types and stuff like that. That's my view. Now, so that's the Horde. I think this Horde mode's going to be harder to do for all the achievements, to do the mastery or whatever. Seems difficult. We'll see. Gears of War 4 was mainly a case of having a lot of shit in the base, a lot of stuff that could hold shit back, you know. There was exploits and stuff, so, you know, in the end, it wasn't that difficult. It was just a massive time-consuming drain, you know, to get all the achievements. Some of them were fucking hard, some of them were really hard. Gears of War 4, right? But this seems like the basic stuff, just to complete the levels on the hardest setting, is super hard. Now, we'll see. We'll see where that goes. But it's only seriously part 1. Seriously chapter 1, this says, or whatever on it. So, seriously 5, chapter 1. So it's not even the full whacker, you know. Because it's a live service game, it's only part 1. The 100 gamer score achievement is only part 1. Because they're going to do seriously 5 part 2. And, that's gonna be fun, isn't it? So, yeah. Then we come on to versus mode. We'll get into the microtransactions and all that crap. Let's talk about the versus mode. So, versus mode, we open up. And I'm actually going to open it up while I'm talking to you. We've got quick play, ranked, and custom. Now, custom, the idea behind that, and this works on Horde and Escape and everything as well. You can host your own games, invite your friends, obviously, but you can also like host a lobby like you could in like Gears of War 1, and then people can join it online, random people. So you can like write on the lobby what you want and all that. And this was done through like clan shit on the Xbox fucking dash. So it's been done that way before, but this is where they're trying to put it into the game. I've had a load of problems with this. I cannot join people. People are not joining my games. I don't know what's going on there. I've had a lot of problems with this, bugs and shit. Maybe other people have got it working. I've seen a lot of games on there. I just can't join them. Maybe it's something to do with my internet, my NAT, maybe not open or whatever. Had a lot of problems with the Xbox One in that regard. So I don't know, but there's issues there. There's definitely issues with it. The quick play did throw up 3 game modes, and that throws up 4 because they've got 2 arcade modes now. So your classic quick play is a rotating playlist of all the game modes. Your co-op versus AI is versus AI for doing challenges and stuff. Handy. The arcade mode under the quick play, and the double arcade for that matter, because it's the same but just you get weapons faster. I don't know about this game mode. It is what it is. It's not something that I detest. It's not something that I really enjoy. It's just there. It's okay. Is it better than regular deathmatch? I don't know that it is. I don't know that it's any different. I mean, It's an arena shooter. This game is supposed to be an arena shooter. Not having weapons on the map and being able to buy them yourself, that's Call of Duty shit, man. And having kill cams doesn't help, but at least you can turn them off. But I will say, take that shit away. I don't want it. Subtitles being on by default. Why would I want subtitles in a multiplayer game constantly flashing up on the screen? Makes no sense. There's a lot of really strange design choices. Okay, I'm going to quickly throw in some more about gameplay here because I completely fucking missed gameplay for some fucking reason. They changed the melee attack where you punch with each individual weapon in the game into just the knife. So whatever now you do, you pull out a knife. And the knife is super quick and it completely changes the melee system in the game because different weapons used to melee at different speeds. They had different power behind them. If you were holding a pistol, you might put some bullets in somebody and then donk them on there with the pistol. All that's gone. When you punch, knife comes out. That's it. And if you hold the button, sometimes he does a backhand with the knife. And then a boot to the face if you hold the button, right? While they're fucking down or whatever. Or if you're hitting like a bigger enemy, then, it might boot him for the third hit. But not in multiplayer because you only need 2 hits to put him on the floor. So the knife is a strange design choice. They've changed a lot of the aimers, the scopes and different things, little bits and pieces here and there. The stopping power on some guns is really bad like it was in Gears 4, but then in other guns like the D4 weapons you can run through it, which makes the gameplay a lot faster and smoother, like a Judgment, like a Gears of War 1, rather than a Gears of War 4 or Gears of War 3 where you're just held back by fucking Lancer bullets and Hammerburst bullets for like half the game. I prefer it the way it is, but we're going to get into the connection and shit like that now, and that's where the game falls down. So, okay, that's just a quick thing on the like design choices and that. There's some more I could talk about maybe in another video, but that's, I'm enjoying the game. Some strange decisions, not sure how I feel about them, but I'm sort of enjoying the game, but I'm sort of not. So, like I said at the beginning of the review, so kicking on. But what it comes down to, really, with all these game modes, not just arcade, really, is the fucking connection. And we can get into this now because this needs to be said. There's no server options. Now, the server options were removed from Gears of War 4. They were removed due to what we thought was low player count. The Coalition made the most bullshit statement I've ever heard, saying that this would improve match quality. Removing an option to play under your own server in your own fucking region improves the quality. That was the bogus statement. So that is totally the opposite. Everybody knows that that's totally opposite. So that's a bullshit lie or severe incompetence.
Gears of War 4 September matchmaking improvements. My fucking arse improvements. Bullshit. Once again, bullshit. Hello Gears fans. Today we have some exciting news about Rank Season 2 and some significant matchmaking improvements coming in the months ahead. We've been listening to your feedback across a variety areas involving matchmaking. We're taking the opportunity of season transition to implement these changes before the next season. Oh really? Next month, regional matchmaking will be removed from Gears 4.
Can I have a word with you, please? Why?
What? Next month, regional matchmaking will be removed from Gears 4. Are you fucking serious? What the fuck? Seriously, what the fuck? What the fuck? Who the fuck wants to play Gears of War against foreign motherfuckers.
Never thought it would end like this, huh? Huh, Maria? Tom! No!
The end result should mean higher quality matches with the lowest possible fucking latency. That makes no sense.
Can I have a word with you, please? Why?
And let's not forget, on top of that shit, you've got cross-play nonsense PC bullshit modding fuckers on the game too, because there's cross-play in the game. So you can turn that shit off in ranked, sure, but what about the unranked modes? Absolutely shite when you get up against PC players on that arcade mode where there's already a massive fucking advantage to fucking people because there's a fucking aimbot basically on the sniper rifle already, and you're going to throw in a guy with a keyboard and mouse. It's going to make it even easier for him to aim, but then on top of that he's going to hack the fucking game and make himself better than everybody anyway, aimbotting to fuck behind his rear end and everything. Why? They had a problem with modders in Gears of War 4's matchmaking from the PC. So then why would they then carry forward the crossplay when they admitted themselves, the coalition did, there's a problem with hackers on the PC? Do you see what I'm saying? It makes no sense. Well, it's not incompetence. They know that it makes it worse, but they just have to spin it, and the only way to spin it is to lie. Because you can't lie. You can't say, oh yeah, well it will make match quality worse, because then that fucks them, doesn't it? So there's no option to play in your own region. There's an option to play with your own region in Judgment. I don't know about Gears 3, I can't remember, but Judgment, you've got an option to play with your own region. You got an option to play your own region in Ultimate Edition, and you had an option to play in your own region in Gears 4 at launch, but they took that feature away. This game doesn't have that feature. They're not even implementing that feature. Why? So this is the problem, because you get games where you're fucking king shit at tier mountain, where everybody's on shit ping and you're on good ping, and then you get the opposite. Okay, so what's the point? No fucking American wants to play on fucking British hosts, and no fucking British person wants to play on American hosts. No Australian wants to play on Brazil. No Brazil wants to play on fucking UK. And no fucker wants to play against fucking sweaty Mexicans. So why the fuck is this a thing? Why is there no servers? This is a huge problem in this fucking game. Huge. This fucking takes the game from like, what, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10? Well, there's other issues that I haven't got into yet, but it drops at a point. Maybe 2 points. It's not good. We don't play multiplayer games to play on shit connection. We don't play multiplayer games to roll the dice, essentially. And yeah, it could be amazing. We could load up a fucking game of whatever game mode and it could be fucking amazing connection. Great. Everybody's on good connection. And that happens and you have a really good fucking game, close match, exciting match, and then next match, someone's on 1000 ping. Why is someone on 1000 ping in my match? Why would that happen? And the ping registration doesn't even display correctly. They had to adjust it. They say they fixed it, but how they fixed it and what's really being displayed and what are they talking about there? I've played matches what say that's good ping and it's fucking lagging. So how's that figure? If it's good ping, still lags. Still fucking shooting 10 seconds after I've pulled the trigger. But there you go. This is the problem. So the connectivity, the bugginess of the connectivity in the game, whether it's the netcode, whether it's the fucking servers, whether it's just the fucking way the game is, and that's just how it fucking is, whatever. Huge problem. Huge problem. Should have an option to search for your own fucking server. If I want to play in Europe, I should be able to play in Europe without fucking playing against fucking guys in Mexico across the fucking world. You know? Don't want to play against Australians, don't want to play against Mexicans, don't want to play against people in the US. And they don't want to play against me either. They don't want people with shitty ping in their matches. So, why is this a thing? It's fucking dumb. This is a huge fucking problem with the game, and it's killing the multiplayer. It's fucking killing it. You know, this game actually was able to topple Fortnite off the Xbox One's most played games, which is, on the one hand, fantastic, and on the other hand, it's like, well, this game was sort of free, so is that sending out the wrong message? That actually it's doing well, given that they gave it away on the Game Pass? Two ways of looking at it. You know, I still thought it was funny. Still get some pleasure out of that. Hilarious. You know, or Fortnite. And then you'll get Rony talking about this game, saying they've done an amazing job, but he said that Battle Royale made everything bigger and better than the other ones, so, you know, how can Battle Royale make everything bigger and better? Gears of War doesn't do a Battle Royale, surpasses Fortnite on the Xbox One most played, and then Rony praises it. Man changes his opinion with the win. Surely this game is shit because it's got no Battle Royale. I mean, okay, whatever. Little mini rant for you there. So, now before I forget, one of the most important things we need to discuss about the multiplayer is the flash grenades. And the smoke grenades, but primarily the flash grenades. No, that's all I've got to say. No. Why? Why? The flash grenades kill the game. They kill it. People who are shite at the game spam flash grenades. That's what they do. They spam flash grenades, constantly blinding you on the screen, constantly irritating, constantly. They're just the stupidest fucking idiots around. Why? Why do we have flash grenades? When you acknowledged in the escalation fucking thing that there were a problem, yet you continually... You acknowledge smoke's a problem, you add another problem. Flash grenades are the worst fucking things ever added to Gears. They're worse than the fucking smoke shit from Gears of War 2 even, what knocked you on the floor maybe. They're that annoying. They're spammed constantly. It's constant spam with these fucking things. All the time your screen is constantly fucking lit up. Now, maybe it's not as bad as the Ragdoll in Gears of War 2. Honestly, it isn't, because that game was ruined by that, because you were on the floor, you were getting lanced. At least you can move somewhat while you're blinded. But you're still fucking blinded. It's fucking dumb. It's fucking stupid. It pisses me off. You got an okay game with a fucking kryptonite, basically, that fucking ruins it, that kills it. For a lot of people. Including myself. Okay, I'd play this game way fucking more on multiplayer if not for that shit. And I'd play this game way fucking more if not for the fact they don't have fucking server options. These are the two main fucking problems with the multiplayer. The flash grenades need to be removed. They need to be fucking removed. They're fucking annoying. They're fucking stupid. And no fucking person wants to watch a Gears fucking Pro League that contains flash grenades. There's no skill in a flash grenade. It's not a shotgun battle. It's not a lancer battle. It's not a sniper battle. It's the battle of the gay idiots with flash grenades. No one wants to watch that shit. It's fucking dumb. It takes the game down a whole fucking point, maybe 2 points on the review score. This game could have been an 8. It could have been an 8. These flash grenades, along with the fucking lack of server options, drop it right fucking down. They drop it right fucking down, and that's why it's a 6 out of 10. And this is the issue. Fucking unbelievable. I can't believe it. Let's see now. So the arcade mode, very weird. More headshot damage. Totally random fucking weapons and shit. There's literally a random weapon character. There's characters. Most people pick the sniper because obviously sniper's the best fucking weapon. I've been through this mode. I've talked about this mode before. It is what it is. Double Trouble is better because it's faster paced. There's a lot of sitting back in normal arcade, and that's why I think they've added this arcade Double Trouble where you get more points to spend on weapons. Okay, so I prefer that one It's a bit more fun. It's a casual game mode. It's there, okay? So quickly getting onto this ranked shite. So we've talked about escalation. Everything I said about escalation in that other video still stands. Everything I said came true. Very little I said that was wrong. May do an amendment later. Another video. No need to talk about that. That was in another video. King of the Hill. King of the Hill. Okay. This is a good opportunity. Okay, King of the Hill. Right. Okay. Where do I start? King of the Hill has fucking issues, man. King of the Hill, the maps. It's the map design. It's the spawning. It's fucking bad. It's bad. Okay? And this mode suffers the most with it. It's on every mode, but this mode suffers the most. People spawn behind you in this game all the time. This has been a running thing on Gears for years, but this game seems to have made that worse. Some games of Gears, and it was a bit inconsistent, but you get a notification on the screen, right, which would say that the spawns are swapped. That's not in this game. So if the spawn swaps, you're going to get shot in the back. That's how you're going to know the spawn is swapped, unless you've already fucking mentally clocked it before it's happened, which sometimes you do. But sometimes you might be half a second too fucking late. If the spawn swaps, then it should tell you. It's a competitive game mode. It's ranked. You shouldn't be getting done over because of the spawn swapping. Now, I've spawned, walked into a building that is like, 10, 20 foot away from the spawn. And as I've done that, someone has spawned behind me and caught up to me and killed me in the building. So it's within seconds of you spawning, the spawn could swap and someone else could spawn on the other team behind you, and vice versa. And I've spawned behind people, like on the exhibit map. I've spawned behind people and killed people on the exhibit map because I've spawned right behind them. This is fucking stupid. The spawning system's retarded, and like I say, there's no fucking choice of connection either. But the spawning is terrible. The spawning is terrible, which has again made execution the best fucking game mode of the bunch because you've only got one life, which rectifies that issue. And, you know, that's a good thing. But they only put that back in after fan outcry because it wasn't very popular in the last Gears of War. But that wasn't a very popular game, so maybe classic fans didn't play that one as much. But it's back now, so, you know. Execution is good because there's no spawning. Bit of inconsistency with the weapons, but you're playing with this terrible connection, so we can't really work out whether the problem is with the weapons. Some people are going to hammer on the forums that the weapons are terrible. I say look at the connection. I say the weapons work great on a good connection. Shotgun works great. The movement's good. You know, it's a lot better than Gears of War 4. I had a lot of complaints with Gears of War 4. And some of them will carry over into this game. The same fucking problems, but a lot of them have been cleared up. The movement speed's better. The shotgun's stronger. When it works. It's still inconsistent as fuck and there's still lag. But it's still better than it was in Gears of War 4 when it's working. Whereas Gears of War 4, when it was working, it was shit. It was just shit all the time. Right? At release. And they made it a bit better, but at release, it was shit all the time. This is way better. But it's still a problem. It's still a problem. But King of the Hill, man, fuck me. Fuck me, King of the Hill. King of the Hill, I used to like King of the Hill. Not as much as Execution, but I used to like it. But this game, it's worse. The spawning's worse. It just feels worse. It's sloppy. It's not right. Doesn't feel good. Just because of like the way the things spawn in, the way the rings spawn as well. The rings will spawn towards an enemy base and then they'll get more time because they have it on their side and they're spawning next to it, and it's totally unfair. And it happens both ways. I've had games where I've been dominating because the fucking ring is spawning towards me. It's inconsistent. It's not how it should be fairer as to where the rings are going to go. It always seems to go in a certain way. It's either a benefit to the COG team or a benefit to the Locust team, or whatever team you're playing as has got a clear-cut fucking advantage out of the gate because the rings always go in a certain order. So there's no randomization of the rings. Very strange. Very strange. It just doesn't feel right. Definitely got problems. It is what it is. Deathmatch, I apart from the same issues with spawning behind, it's the same shit. You know, you just kill people instead. You know, weapon placement I haven't really got a problem with. I think the weapon placement on the maps is good. I think some of the maps are good, some of them are terrible. It's just what it is, you know. Some of them I just don't fucking think it belong in a Gears game, and then other ones I'm like, oh, they've done a good job here, but the spawns are shit. Very difficult to talk about. The deathmatch, similar issues to King of the Hill, but obviously not as many, because you don't have to like watch a ring, guard a ring, stand in an awkward position. Deathmatch, you can say, right, they spawn there or they spawn there. You can go and stand away from the two main spawns, but sometimes they can still spawn in other areas on the map. But at least you've got some kind of idea as to what's going on. King of the Hill, you just end up getting fucked, because let's say there's one guy lancering from one side of the map. You're watching this guy, and then his team spawns behind you. So now you've got a guy in front of you and behind you. You've only got the guys behind you because the game decided to put the guys behind you. Not because you fucked up, you made a mistake, because the game decided to give them the game. And that's all there is to it. That's what happens. That is what happens. The game decides, no, they're spawning there now. Fuck anybody who's in between. It's just fucking dumb. Guardian mode, it's okay when you've not got retards on the team, but this is Gears of War and it's full of retards, and they get the leader killed and then you lose. So Guardian's pretty good actually in a way, because there's no respawns other than around the enemy leader or your leader, so it's consistent with the spawning. So really Guardian is good if you've got a full team or maybe even half a team. But if the random noob gets to be the leader, then the game is over, because he gets killed, you lose your respawns. So really, as a 5-man team, Guardian is the fucking game mode other than fucking execution right now, because I don't think the spawning is a huge issue in this game. Very worse than other Gears of War games. Hard to describe it. It's just bad. Hard to describe. That doesn't mean I don't like the game, by the way. I'm just being harsh on it. Really harsh. I think that pretty much covers the basic. I may have forgotten something. I can always go back and do some multiplayer thoughts or whatever, but that's pretty much covered that. Let's get into the meat and potatoes, the fucking live service model, microtransactions and all that jazz. Okay. On this fucking game, you click the L trigger on the main menu. This brings you into your tour of duty. This is our live service model hub. This is not the store. This is your grind. This is what you've got to do to accomplish your things. You can spend real money to accelerate the process by buying iron in the store, but really, if you look at it by the numbers, you don't really need to do that, but you will cut it close in the tour. If you have the Ultimate Edition, as I do because I got it for free, you get iron anyway, so you can use some of that iron, and you also earn iron in the tour itself as you go along. So people are going to argue this all over the fucking place. I'm not going to argue. I'm just going to tell you how it is. And I think some of these challenges are egregious. I don't think it works for the casual player. People like me who know life the fucking game when it comes out, yeah, it's working for me. But people who just play this every now and again are not going to get these rewards. They're just not. They're not going to put the time in. I've got 40 out of 52 medals as of right now. So clearly I'm on my way to fucking completing all this shit. But most people won't. Get 9,000 kills, get 15,000 eliminations, this shit is egregious for people. For me, sure, why not? I fucking do that, no problem. But other people, fucking other people don't play the game like constantly every fucking day. You know, they have other shit to play, other shit to do in their lives. You know, so and I have times like that in my life. Just right now, I've been fucking ill. I haven't been going anywhere. I haven't been going out to fucking because I've been ill. That's why I haven't done the review yet. So yeah, I've been here fucking hammering it. So I'm all over it. So I'm one rank off of general, which is the highest one. There's also a ranking system, which I'll just quickly talk about, where you have like, which is basically your experience points. The only reason for them now is literally for the seriously achievement. You've got to get 20 of those, and you do unlock weapons and shit, but they're not worth getting. Like the weapon skins are not worth getting. So it's literally a case of you level them up purely for the achievement now. The actual real interesting stuff is on the tour. So you've got your medals, which they've bugged out now since the last update because you can't see how many stars you win, but it was on there before. So you get stars for doing medals, and you get stars for doing daily challenges. The daily challenges are like maybe like your Titanfall, your Halo Reach. If you get a challenge you don't want, you can erase it, or if you complete a challenge, you can then erase it. One free, one a day. So you can actually do 4 a day if you do them all and then refresh. So you can get 4 free challenges a day between 1 and 3 stars for each challenge. I'm not going to go into how many fucking stars it takes to fucking complete the tour because it's fucking, you need to look that shit up. It's too complicated. So if you keep doing daily challenges, you will do the tour. But you've also got medals on top. So you will do it that way as well if you combine the two. So it is possible, but they want you to spend money in the game by buying iron, which is why refreshing new objectives after the first one makes you spend more money by using iron. So with that being said, I'm mixed on the tour. I'm enjoying the tour, but I'm not enjoying the tour. I mean, it's good, but I can see why it's wank. I can see why it's good. It's there. It's what the game is. It's a live service game. I can't really complain about that. I knew that going in, that it's a live service game. The problem is I don't really like live service games. Well, that's what this game is. So complaining about it now would be stupid because I've already fucking started it and I'm already fucking playing it. So kind of stupid for me to be like, oh, it's fucking shit. It is, but I knew that going in, so it's a moot point. But your tour rewards, quickly your tour rewards. So there's a lot of stuff in the tour, right? That is a one-time thing. You can only get it now, and the next tour you'll only be able to get it then. They're not locking any characters, but they are locking character skins. And a lot of these character skins are basic skins from the campaign. So why is that? Why have we got basic skins like Scarred JD, which is like one of the main characters in the game? We've got Sunglasses Dell, Desert Dell, who I play as, which I've unlocked. You've got Winter Armor Dell. You've got Desert Armor Kate. Winter Armor Kate. Desert Armor Faz. These are all characters from the campaign. And, once this tour's over, no one's going to be able to get those, according to the Coalition. So you're locking people out of characters from the game. Now, in Gears of War 3, you just got all these skins. You just got them by progressing in the game, and you had infinite time to get all this shit. Infinite time to unlock all the characters in Gears of War 3, and even characters from Gears of War 2 and 1, different versions of the characters. Like, Kim and fucking Dom and, Judgment was the one where you had pre-order bonus for fucking 4 characters and then the rest of them was just what was there. That was kind of lame. That's one of the negatives of Judgment. Gears of War 3 was, full on. You had all these fucking characters. You had Griffin and all this shit out of the gate in the fucking game to unlock, right? This is trickle feeding your content. This is going to be trickle feeding your content. There's no Dom, there's no Bed, there's no Carmine brothers, there's no Lizzie Carmine, there's no Dom, Cole, Sophia, Paddock, you know, whoever the fuck, right? No Min, Kim Young, no Ty, no fucking nothing, right? There's not even Oscar, and he's in the game. Nothing, right? They're not in the game yet. They're not in the game yet because this is a live service game. They're going to drop the content later. Now, that content, some of it's going to be free. Some of it's going to be content you have to unlock in a tour like that, where you have to go, it's egregious and it takes forever and casual players aren't going to unlock it. And then the rest of it's going to be behind a paywall. And that's where we got onto the Fortnite store, as my brother calls it. So you hit start on your menu, and then you've got store. It's the first thing that pops up. You've got your customization, your stats, your news, and all this crap. Your store, right? Customization menu, by the way, excellent. Much better than Gears of War 4, so there's another positive for the game. So let's throw that in there now. I'm not going to talk too much about it. I think I may have... I don't think I have talked about it, but it's really good. It's a much better. It's smoother. The way the menu is... There's more stuff. You can have like customizable blood sprays, customizable executions, customizable flags that stand behind you. The problem is some of it is paid content, which is why we get onto this. But the actual layout, the smoothness of it, excellent. But just while we're on this menu, because I'll forget otherwise. So we go to the store. We go to the fucking store. Okay. We've got shit on here like 1,000 iron. Now, 1,000 iron, what is that in real money? Most of it is, some of it's 1,500, some of it's 2,000 iron, whatever. How much is iron? Right, you go to the end, 500 iron is £4.25. 1,000 iron is £8.50, right? So, for a fucking skin, you're talking £8.50. Per fucking character skin. Sometimes more than that, but let's just say they're 1,000. £8.50 a skin. This is not a free-to-play game. This is a £50 game, or it's a £70 game, depending on which version of the game you buy. But because it's in Game Pass, they go, oh, well, yeah, it is a free-to-play game, but it isn't. You're fucking selling content. It's wrong. It doesn't matter how the game is delivered to you. It's wrong. But if it's not a free-to-play game, then they're already making money off the sales. They're already making money off the Game Pass. They're making the money that way. Even as a live service game, it's not right. Whether it's a full release or a live service game, you're still paying for the money up front. Now, it's like PUBG. You pay money up front for that game. That's wrong. Fortnite itself, yeah, it's a live service model, but it's also a free-to-play model. This is a free-to-play model store. This is a mobile store. That's what this is. That's what this screen is. Skins like Delivery Driver Mac, I don't know why you'd be sad enough to spend real money on that, but people do. Now, if that's the kind of content we get in the store, goofy-ass, stupid skins like that, then I'm not going to be as bothered. It still bothers me, but it's not going to bother me as much. If they start locking off characters like, not characters, but character skins like Classic Dom, Classic Baird, Classic Marcus, Classic Cole, then that's going to be a huge fucking issue for me. I'm going to take fucking issue. I'm going to take to the fucking streets and picket outside the Coalition HQ. No, I'm not, but that will fucking piss me off, and that will demonstrably ruin the game for a lot of people. As it stands, Quartermaster fucking Keegan and Delivery Driver Mac, I don't think anybody gives a shit. I really don't think anybody gives a shit. But if you start locking off characters from the main campaign behind this shit, like they're probably going to do. I mean, they had Faz on here with some fucking spikes on his back. I don't really care about that. I don't really care if you have like a character like that has like pink armor or something like that. But a character from the main fucking game should always be available. Okay, we're not talking about golden fucking Dom or golden fucking Baird. I'm just talking about the basics, classic Dom Gears of War 1 variant, or unarmored Marcus or something like that. That's just basic in the fucking game. Now, I'm not trying to defend it or anything like that. I would never defend it. I think it's a whole load of horse shit. But as it stands right now, there's fuck all worth buying in there to me. There's nothing I look at and go, I really like that. I'm not prepared to pay for it. But if it was in the game, I'd use it. There's nothing. I don't care about the Bathing Ape pack for £16.50. I don't give a rat's ass. They're selling the world flags for like 700 each. And it makes absolutely no sense to me why they're doing that. There's no Mexican flag, but they have all these weird Mexican flags on there because why not? It's fucking Mexico, so it's gears, you know? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking have a clue. Brazil's got one now, and so's Canada, which wasn't there before. But 700, why would you spend 700 on a wheel flag? And I've seen people with these, and I'm like, why would you spend that money? Why would you spend 700 iron, which is essentially, like, I don't know, £7, on a wheel flag? It's on a pole behind your character on a loading screen. It's useless. It's cosmetic, it's useless. But this is the garbage they're selling, and this is the garbage people are buying. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, that kind of shit, I don't care about. A lot of people don't care about it, and they know that. But the people that do spend the money. It's fucking... I mean, I'm not going to pick at it anymore. I'm just going to point out that it's there, and it's a pile of fucking shit, and should be avoided at all costs. You've also got boosters here. You can buy boosters to up your XP, double your XP basically. I've got a shitload of boosters from the Ultimate Edition and from playing Gears 4 and getting all the fucking rewards from that. This booster shit is garbage. And you're going to have double XP weekends anyway without the boosters. And then those boosters are probably going to turn that into 4 XP. That's probably what they're going to do. I'm going to unlock my Seriously Chapter 1 by just playing the fucking game, or I'm not going to fucking get it. It's as simple as that. I'm not going to spend money in the game to level up in a fucking game. Are you fucking kidding me? It's like you can shove that shit up your arse. Amazing. But people must fucking buy it because it's fucking there. But the real kicker is you buy a 30-day fucking boost that automatically goes onto your account because I already have it because I got it for free. And then it takes over whether you use it or not. So what the fuck is that? So you're not getting your money's worth. Because your fucking days should not go down when you're not playing, but they do. They fucking go down when you're not playing, and that's fucking bullshit. So the iron's egregious, like the prices to buy iron and shit. Very similar to the Halo 5 store, must be said, for regardless to currency and that. It's the currency looks like the loot box screen from the Halo 5 game store. It's like that there Rusted Lancer. Who's going to buy that? Who's going to buy the Rusted Lancer? Why? I have no idea. Why would you buy that? It's fucking horseshit, mate. I have no clue what's going on. Question mark. I fucking don't get it. Really don't get it. The store's trash, and as long I don't want to acknowledge the store exists. The only way I'm gonna ever have to meddle in this is if they put something in there that I can get there. But you can earn iron in the tour, so I'm hoping to earn iron in the tour and just keep it there in case something actually I need to have comes. I mean, like something like I've just said comes up in the store. And then I can get it for free with the fucking iron I've earned through the game. Because you can do that. But the iron, the rate you earn iron through the tour is slow as ass. You're not going to be able to get all this shit by doing the tour. Nowhere near. Not even touch it. So obviously it's a store to spend real money. But if you're after like one fucking skin at one specific time, then you could plan ahead for that shit. But that's the only saving grace. But yeah, Bathing Ape, no fucking thank you. Fucking bullshit. So now, with that being said, something else that's just come into my mind. There's been a lot of talk online that this Gears of War is a failure. That this Gears of War didn't sell as well as the last one, didn't sell as well as a lot of the Gears of War games. Worst selling Gears of War in history, blah, blah, fucking blah. And that's retarded. That is retarded, because how many people took them up on that Game Pass? How many people are playing this shit on Game Pass? How many people have took this up on that offer like I have, who would have bought maybe 2 copies of the fucking game? Bought the Ultimate Edition. How many is that? It's got to be huge, because I know a shitload of people that have done that. That's just people that I know on my friends list and people I know in real life who've done that. Times that by 1,000,000, there you go. There's your loss in sales. It's not difficult, really. So the sales numbers for these Game Pass games now really don't help us at all. It helped us with Halo 5. There was no Game Pass. It helped us with Gears of War 4. It wasn't on Game Pass. But with Gears of War 5, how the fuck are we supposed to know how well it's doing based on sales, physical media sales? We don't know shit from that. So why do people talk about it like that? Now, I'm not saying it is fucking a success and it is fucking doing well, but it was the most played above fucking Fortnite, so that means it's doing pretty fucking well in its first week. Does it mean it's doing as well as Gears of War 3? As well as Gears of War fucking 2, whatever? I don't fucking know. I don't have those numbers. But it's doing pretty fucking well in terms of today's fucking bullshit fucking live service garbage games. Yeah, it's doing pretty well. It's above the biggest garbage game that we have now, yeah. So it's doing alright. So I don't know what these people are talking about, so just like to throw that in there. I don't know why. There's been like videos, like hour-long videos, half-an-hour videos discussing the fucking sales of Gears of War 5. Why? Why? Who cares? Who gives a rat's ass? How's it? Game Pass deal. So who fucking knows? That's got to cut down on the physical media. It's going to go down, not up. How much? I don't know. After Gears of War 4, did we expect this to be a good game? I don't know. I don't fucking know what they're talking about. Why talk about it for fucking hours? Anyway. So what I'm going to do now is, because this is a live service game, I'm going to do what they fucking do. I'm going to fucking have a live service review, because we're going to do the spoiler section on another fucking video. Okay? So please join me for the spoilers campaign review next time, because this review's fucking an hour long already. So feel free to subscribe, guys. See you later.